4 reasons to buy a house in this real estate market. Are you waiting on the sideline because you're not sure what to do in this market? Interest rates are up, inflation is up, but there is some good news. There is some sensibility coming back into the market. I'm going to go over that today and give you 4 reasons why buying a home right now might be right for you. Number 1, you have more time to consider submitting an offer. Even though demand is still high and supply is still down, you have time to make a decision and you can visit a property for more than 15 minutes. Earlier this year, you had to make a decision within those 15 minutes on whether you wanted to buy that house or pass on it. With having to make that quick of a decision, you could certainly make a huge mistake and buy a house that you didn't really want or love. Now you can visit the property more than once and you can get a really good look at what you're purchasing. If you're the type of person that likes to have someone you trust to give you their opinion, you can have that person walk through the property to give you their opinion on what they think. So, with more time to make a decision on whether to purchase that home or not, it's not as stressful putting in an offer on a property like it was 6 months ago. Number 2, earlier this year when the market was crazy hot, buyers were waiving private inspections. This is something I never recommended to a client, but buyers were doing it. And now that it's starting to come back to haunt them, purchasing a home without a private inspection is very risky. And now some of the purchasers that purchased in the heat of the market now have regrets. This is according to the National Association of Realtors. Now, your offer will not be rejected right off the bat because you want to have a private inspection. Now you can take the time to do a private inspection. And not only that, you can now negotiate some of the major repairs if there are any. That is, sellers are not going to reject your request to tell you that you have to accept them as is. More sellers are open to completing the repair or repairs you request. For example, a recent purchaser that I represented submitted an offer and got it accepted. The offer was contingent on a private inspection, and a private inspection showed that the roof is much older than the seller said it was. The new roof was going to cost about $15,000 to $20,000 to reshingle, and there was also mold in the basement. These 2 reasons gave the purchaser the ability to either ask the seller to repair them or void the contract and walk away from the transaction. If this purchaser did not have a private inspection, they would not have been able to do this, and he would not have known about these repairs of roof until months after they had purchased and were living in the home. Number 3, you as a purchaser has the ability to use a down payment assistance to get into a home. Earlier this year, a seller would not even consider a down payment assistance offer because there were more qualified buyers, and she might have felt there was too much risk because many purchasers were purchasing with a conventional mortgage with a large amount down payment. With the down payment assistance, a less qualified purchaser can use the Michigan State Housing Development Authority, or also known as MSHDA. The MSHDA 10K Down Payment Assistance Loan Program is a $10,000 down payment assistance program that is available in 236 zip codes throughout the state. The $10,000 can be used towards down payment, closing costs, and or prepaids and escrows. It's a really good program. This is a program that could not have been used earlier this year when the market was extremely hot. Sellers wouldn't open to that idea. Number 4, creative financing. Sellers are also more open to creative financing because at the end of the day, if they're getting what they want for their house, it doesn't matter how you get there. For example, asking the seller to pay closing costs. Earlier this year was unheard of to ask a seller if they would pay closing costs to help you get a mortgage. But sellers are more open-minded to it now. Also, more FHAs are likely to be accepted at this time. Currently, I'm seeing more FHA offers being submitted and FHA buyers coming back into the market, which is a good thing because FHA mortgages are really geared towards first-time buyers and buyers that don't have either a lot of money or may have had a little bit of credit issues in the past. We're also seeing more VA mortgages coming back into the market. And this is for veterans. Of course, veterans have been really stuck with going with a conventional loan or buying a home when the market was hot. And with the ability to use the mortgage, VA mortgage, that they rightfully deserve to use because they served our country, they're able to buy a home with zero down. So 4 reasons why it's a good time to buy. So there you have it. If you're thinking about buying in the area, please reach out to me. If you're looking in Dearborn, Detroit, southeastern area, Michigan, have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at my phone, 313-357-4100. If you have any comments, please leave them below, and I'll see you next time.